Hello folks, this is Sula speaking, and you're watching a commentary video on League of Legends, this one featuring Kayle. In the last video, we were able to get a couple of kills up in the top lane, but overall I'd say the game was relatively even, not really in favor of either side at this point so far. And I'm going to head back to the top lane. I'm not exactly sure what's going on in terms of where people are in lanes. Cole came over to take over the middle, but now we're sort of off in terms of formation, and unfortunately there, the Misfortune ultimate gets a kill on Lurker, but Blitzcrank is quite low, so I'm going to go after him. And now they've both used all their ultimates, so there's not much they can do. On the other side, I'm going to slow him with Kayle's slowing skill, her Reckoning, and I'm able to get the kill pretty easily. So it looks like we're going to exchange 1 for 1 there, which is not great, but not terrible by any means. And so now I'll be able to have this lane free for the moment. Well, not free completely, but just me and Misfortune here for the moment. And she's going to continue coming after me, but I'm fine with that. I'm just going to use my invulnerability shield. That probably wasn't necessary there, to be perfectly honest. She wasn't doing that much to me. And once again, I'd like to get her, but for one thing, I'm almost out of mana, which limits what I can do. And for another, she's going to go back to the safety of her tower. Now Lurker's back though, so we might be able to get Misfortune if she continues to stay up here. I mean, you can see she's being very aggressive, but she wisely backs off there, which is a right idea. And down in the other lanes, we're making good progress in the middle lane. Mostly Harmless is pushing that one forward, and it looks like he's getting in some attacks on the tower. Their team seems to be concentrating on the bottom lane at present. So in any case, that's what's going on elsewhere. Up here, it's pretty quiet at the moment. I killed Blitzcrank, and it looks like Misfortune's gone back to heal. Now, notice here how I'm just auto-attacking like an idiot, and as a result, what am I doing? Am I getting any minion kills? Nope, not really. So am I going to be able to get this last one, the cannon minion? Nope. So once again, good example why you shouldn't auto attack. It just means that you don't get very many minion kills. Anyway, they're concentrating on the bottom lane, mostly Harmless. If they're all going to go down into the bottom, what you should probably do is just keep pushing that middle lane forward. If they're all going to go bottom, then make them pay for it and go hit their tower in the middle. That's how I would see it in any case. Those middle towers are more valuable than the ones over in the bottom lane anyway. So Misfortune uses her ultimate, kind of wastes it, I think, to be perfectly honest. She kills all our minions, but that's about all that she does. So she pushes back our attack on the tower, but does nothing else. Now see here, mostly Harmless is, I guess, going over to the bottom lane. Like I said, that tower is doomed. It's going to fall no matter what, so it's probably not worth it to go over to the bottom lane. You can see by the time mostly Harmless gets over there that the damage is already done. Like I said, I would just keep pushing forward in that middle lane. If they're all going to go bottom, then just make them pay mid. The middle towers are the most important ones anyway, since they're the ones that grant the most direct entry into the base. We might have been able to get that another tower middle here, and obviously that would have been very helpful. Anyway, looks like we've got 3 at the bottom lane. It looks like they've got 2 or 3. I'm not in that at the moment. I'm still involved in the top lane. Nice rocket grab by Donskis. Are we going to be able to get that Annie? Looks like she was trying to ghost away. Unfortunately, I can't watch. I see that Misfortune continues to be aggressive, and she's out of mana, so I'm going to come after her and try to kill her up here in the top lane. I've already hit her with my slow Reckoning, and then I'm going to ignite her. Unfortunately, we miss on the event horizon there, which probably would have let us get a kill. She's still hanging around though, so still being very aggressive. So as long as she's up here, I figure, all right, well, if you really want to stick around here, okay, I'm going to come after you. And she thinks that she can retreat to the safety of her tower, but once again, I'm playing Kayle. I can just run right through that tower using my ultimate. I'm going to slow her again and continue to attack. And I'm just gonna kill her like that. So yeah, you can be very aggressive with Kayle sometimes if you have your ultimate up. You can just walk right in where the tower is and dodge 2 or 3 tower shots by using that ultimate. So very aggressive play on my part, but I was able to get the kill, and I think it was definitely worth it to get that kill. Now Lurker has a good chance of being able to slip in and get that tower, except that Misfortune has Revive as a summoner skill. Yes, Revive, the worst summoner skill in the game. So she's actually came right back to life, and apparently she was able to get Lurker, which I was not expecting at all. So again, I'm not exactly sure what happened up there. A little bit unfortunate because under normal conditions we probably would have been able to push ahead and possibly get that tower top. Instead, Misfortune's back alive again, and now it looks like she's going to get our tower on the top lane. I don't have teleport. Ghost is on cooldown, and I probably wouldn't use it anyway. So yeah, it looks like she's going to be able to get our tower top, which is a shame. So again, I'm not exactly sure what happened up there, but bad result for us, unfortunately. But once again, if Misfortune wants to come out here, you know, I'll hit her with my slow and hit her a few times. Their Misfortune player was very, very aggressive, probably a little overly aggressive. I mean, I was playing aggressively as well in this game, but you can see it seems to be working out thus far. Haven't gotten killed yet, at least. Although I'm expecting that I'll get killed at some point in this game, and not just because I'm replaying it. So once again, if she wants to come forward, I'll just harass her a little bit. Remember, I can heal myself. Misfortune can't heal herself. Elsewhere, it looks like some of their members of their team are coming towards us in the middle lane, and I should probably consider taking care of that. But as long as Misfortune was going to run around here, I figured I'd continue chasing her. I've still got mana. She's in trouble. I'll just keep coming after her. So you can see, once again, she's in trouble. And Kayle says, why are they pushing mid while I'm alone? And I was like, all right, well, I'll just, you know, keep coming forward, and I'll, you know, we'll just do the same thing we did last time. And here, I'm going to ignite her, and I just need Reckoning for a kill, but I don't have enough mana. So she manages to get away just barely for the sole reason because I was out of mana. Yeah, so if I had, you know, maybe 10 or 20 more mana, I get the kill there, which is very unfortunate. And meanwhile, while this is going on, the enemy team is pushing into our middle lane, and I must confess I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on there because I was busy in the top lane. But yeah, now the other team is pushing mid, and so now we have a sort of a real situation on our hand here. It looks like they brought an extra person over to the middle lane because there were 2 of us top, and there was I guess that they used that to bring 3 to the middle, or 3. I guess they brought 4 to the middle, and we only had 3 there. So it looks like they were able to push forward and get a tower there. So that wasn't great. Mostly Harmless, you just walked right into that event horizon. You could have rocket jumped out of that. There was no need to get hit. Annie comes too far forward, so I'm going to go after her, but unfortunately it looks like with her ghost she's going to be able to get away and avoid a kill. Yeah, just in general, when you're playing Tristana, Mostly Harmless, use your rocket jump. There's no reason to walk into the stun of Event Horizon. You can just jump over it. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever actually played Tristana, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. Anyway, Lurker is continuing to get in some shots on the tower, I think, anyway. So that's going pretty well for us. We've got the bottom lane pushed forward here, and now here we're just sort of farming together in the middle lane. I'm continue auto-attacking like a noob, but this time it works out a little bit better. Yeah, so I think, oh, we saw that they were going forward on the top. So I told Lurker, run towards us. And what I meant by that was run down the river towards us where all of us were coming. But he runs off to the right, and then Donsky doesn't come towards us. Donsky also goes off to the right, so now we're just uselessly running in circles where we should be winning easily because we have a big advantage. So this is not good team dynamics. If we're all coming up the river, you want to run towards the river. I'm going for Misfortune because Blitzcrank is the other team's tank, and so I figure he'll be tougher to get. Once again, the tower is going to come and shoot at me, but I'll just block that with my ultimate, and I'm going to continue attacking Misfortune. I just need one more hit on her, and there we go, and I get her with Reckoning. Now the other team's going to come after me, and Kayle takes a bad turn there for reasons I don't know why. I'm almost dead, so I have to get out of here, so I'm going to slip out. And it looks like the rest of the team is still engaging. But the problem is, the Ashe on their team is backdooring us. Look over on the right side of the map. She's going after our tower on the bottom lane, which is unprotected for the moment. Excuse me, the Ashe and the Vigar on their team go for that. And so that's a bad result. They get a tower basically for free. It was a very nice backdoor on their part. And meanwhile, our team is... Well, I'm not exactly sure what we're doing over there, but it doesn't seem like we're being too successful. Because they've pushed forward the bottom lane, I'm going to have to go down here and deal with the minions over here. So I'm not going to be able to help them in that team fight. And guys, it looks like you've pushed far enough. You just need to get out of that situation. You're not going to win that fight, particularly when the people that were up in the top lane come back and fight over in the bottom lane. So I can see that this is not going well, and I'm sort of telling guys, you know, you need to get out of there. It's not a good situation. Cole's already had to port back to base. You guys are beat up. You know, you're fighting right by their tower. this just doesn't look good. And of course, the rest of the team comes out from behind and flanks them. And well, you can probably see what's going to happen. So mostly harmless gets killed, and then Lurker gets killed, and Donsky's the only one left, and Donsky gets killed. So not only did they, our initial push was good because we got one of their towers, we got a couple of kills, but then for whatever reason, everybody stuck around too long, and now they've gotten 3 kills, and we've gotten nothing out of it. And you can see some of them are quite low, so just a really bad result. So now 3 of us are dead, and all 5 of them are alive. So looks like Kayle and I are going to have to defend this middle tower. Looks like they're going to be pushing towards mid. And so we're just in a bad situation here. From sticking around in that last fight really has put us behind the 8 ball. So, well, we'll see what we can do. See if we can hold on to this tower for the moment in any case. That Annie is still quite low. And then Blitzcrank grabs me through the wall. So nice shot by the other team's Blitzcrank. And they all pull away to pursue me, which is a nice little break because that gives the rest of our team time to come back to life. So I think that was an error on their team's part. I'm just able to shield myself and then calmly walk out of there. I don't even have Ghost up, but I'm able to escape pretty easily. Now up at the top lane, their Vygar is trying to backdoor us yet again, but fortunately mostly Harmless is in place. Now their team is quite low, and Donsky gets off a great grab on Ashe, so together we're going to team up on Ashe, and we should be able to kill her rather easily. I've ignited her, and now Annie is taking damage, or were we able to get Annie? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. And because I've taken a lot of damage here, I need to pull back a little bit off the front line at least. But Misfortune's coming forward, and so, oh, I really wanted to get her, but it looks like we're not going to be able to. Unless Mostly Harmless can come around from the top side. Mostly Harmless, you can rocket jump over the wall there and then stun the people on the other team. Remember, rocket jump stuns the enemy if you hit them, so... well, I guess that it wasn't to be, so possibly another missed opportunity there. I really feel like we should have gotten some more of the kills here, but for whatever reason, it looks like we just couldn't land a stun on anybody on the other team. Between all of us, I wasn't able to get in range for my slows, but it's a shame we weren't able to get in there and get one of those, get a stun off on somebody, because it probably could have been a kill. Alright, anyway, we're together here in the middle lane, and Ashe is sticking around, which is probably a mistake, because I'm going to hit her with my slow. And then Donsky uses a great rocket grab, and together we're all going to be able to hit Ashe and get the kill on Ashe pretty easily. So well done, guys. That was a nice team kill there. Alright, let's pause to assess for a moment. Our lanes look pretty good. Top and bottom are both in decent shape. In terms of actual towers, we've only gotten 2, and the enemy team has gotten, let's see, 4. So even though the kills are even, the other team is definitely ahead at this point. They're doing better in terms of map positioning, even though in terms of actual kills, we're relatively even. I now have enough gold to start buying towards Kayle's other key item, Nashor's Tooth. So I've been able to get the Stinger, which will increase her attack speed significantly, and also give her some... actually, I think you need Nashor's Tooth for the cooldown reduction. I don't think that the Stinger actually gives you any cooldown reduction, but I'm starting to build towards better items and starting to get in better shape. Anyway, we're just trying to see where the other team's going right now, and it looks like the other team's going bottom. So for the moment, we're going to wrap up some of these minions, and then as a group, we're going to head over to the bottom lane and try to intercept them. Stay tuned, keep watching. We're going to watch the fight, and you'll see what happens next time in part 3 of this series of videos. So thanks for watching.